Okay, so today we're going to talk about avoiding burnout, embracing the natural seasons of creativity. If you're a brand new artist, just total beginner, I'm so glad you're here. And it may seem kind of silly, like I don't need to worry about burnout. I'm just getting going. I'm just doing this for fun. I want to get better. It's something that is important to talk about and just have your eyes looking out for, even when you're starting out. I remember being a very, very new artist and I was excited. I was improving. I was really pressing into this. And while that's such a fun season, it is so important to just be aware of the signs and the seasons that we as artists should naturally go through so that we can be thriving and stay in that healthy creative state. So even if it doesn't seem like it will apply for you, I think this video is still very important. So buckle up and come along for the ride with this one, because I do think you'll benefit from it in the long haul. Okay, so understanding the seasons of creativity. I'm just going to liken the journey of an artist with the 4 seasons that we naturally experience in nature. Because what more can we relate to as landscape artists than just the natural courses of things, the natural elements? So spring, the fun season, it's inspiration and growth. You're excited about all these ideas. You want to express everything all at once. Your wheels are turning. It's so much fun. This is the season when your ideas are just pouring out of you. So in this season, first of all, just enjoy it. And secondly, embrace this period by allowing yourself to explore, really just have fun with things. Let yourself dive into new things. Let yourself be free. Don't overanalyze your work in this stage. Just really ride that overwhelming, excited wave. So don't try to stifle this spring season at all. All right, summer. This is when there's a lot more action and execution. You are getting things done in this season. This is the most productive state an artist can be in. Your projects are coming to light. You are producing a lot. You're sharing it a lot with the world. And I do recommend that for new artists, even when you're first starting out. Just share your journey, share your processes on social media or with friends, family, whatever. And people can go along with that journey with you and see your growth, see your transformation. You get to look back on it all. So yeah, just be sharing it. This momentum is high. Take advantage of your energetic levels. And of course, just be on the lookout for not going overboard. But yeah, this is a time when you look around and you're like, I got so much done. And that's amazing. All right, then there's autumn. There's more reflection and refinement. You slow down from that summer season. You're reflecting on what you've created, and it's time to kind of fine-tune your work where there's areas to improve, edit, refine, consider next steps, take stock of what you have done, and adjust your future goals in this autumn season. All right, winter. It's a natural. I love the first sentence here. A natural period of dormancy where ideas may seem scarce. You may feel uninspired, and that's completely normal. A lot of times I'll get into this season and I'm like, I'm not even an artist anymore. I don't have anything in my brain. I am just empty. And I think this is why learning these seasons is so important. There's a natural resting period to everything. And this is the time to rest. Give your brain a rest, give your hands a little rest. Accept the season without judgment and use it for just kind of recuperating. Engage in things outside of your creativity to be pivoting your enjoyment to other things. And it's a completely okay time. All 4 of these seasons are crucial and normal. There's no time frame on any of these seasons. Sometimes I'm jumping in and out of these seasons depending on the month. But I do feel like my body, my inspiration, everything is kind of aligned with the year. I allow it to kind of flow in and out depending on the weather. That's not a perfect science for me. Obviously, wintertime, the holidays, I do a lot of productivity during that time, but yeah, every artist is different. Just being aware of the seasons, and so that when you're in them, you recognize it and be like, okay, how can I capitalize on this and make the most of this time and allow either recharge, allow productivity, whatever, just really embrace that. All right, so burnout. This is something that you may not have experienced, you may have experienced before. It just sneaks up on you when you're in a state of overworking yourself, when you're putting in too much effort to your craft. Everyone needs to clock in and clock out. Same with artists. The signs of burnout: just no motivation, or you feel no passion for your work anymore. You're just physically and emotionally exhausted. You just kind of want to do nothing. Doubting your abilities or experiencing imposter syndrome. That's a common one. Increased procrastination or avoiding projects. So you'll know it when you feel it. It's definitely not where you want to get. You don't want to extend yourself to get to this point, because sometimes it can be hard to get out of that rut. It's different than winter. Taking a rest and taking a recuperation time and knowing it and using it as a valuable time is one thing, but then extending to the point of burnout where you feel so stuck. So be on the lookout for these feelings, these emotions as an artist. Don't ignore them, and we're going to work on how to get out of that. So self-care as an artistic practice. So just as you dedicate time to hone your craft, dedicate time to self-care as well. So practice mindfulness, meditation to clear your mind and stay present in the moment. Maintain your healthy sleep, nutrition, exercise habits. So just an overall healthy life, and keeping everything in balance is definitely something that will help avoid burnout, get you out of burnout. Schedule breaks during your workday. Engage in activities that fuel your creativity but aren't tied to getting things done. Get outside. That's an amazing one for me. Travel, go to art exhibits, just see other people's work, get inspired by new things. All right. Embrace the ebb and flow. So that's a big strategy to avoid burnout. Just like we were talking about with this season, just embrace that it's a cyclical thing. We're going to go through these cycles. These moods will emerge, and then they'll die out, and then it will be replaced by something new. And it's never a stagnant journey as an artist. And I think that's kind of exciting. But when you're first experiencing it, it's scary. You're like, why isn't it always summertime? Why am I not just always filled with this love of my work and love of producing? It's not the way it works. Everything, like I said earlier, everything in nature goes through these cycles, and so do we. Set realistic goals, break down larger projects into smaller manageable steps, and don't overwhelm yourself. Think small and steady over these grandioso plans. I mean, yes, there's going to be seasons where you do these humongous pieces and you're just, pouring it out. But when you take a look back over the whole year, like, did I take steady steps forward? And that's a win. Balance is key. And incorporating non-creative activities into your routine, exercise, socializing, hobbies that have nothing to do with your art. It sounds silly on an art course to talk about do things that aren't art related, but it actually fuels your art. It makes your art better, and it makes art more fun, because you're not just every moment doing the exact same thing. That never pans out. There has to be a variety to your life, and when you're going out and doing things, you come back and you're that much better when you've taken that break. All right, establish boundaries. Don't overcommit to projects or deadlines that drain you. As you grow as an artist, you may take on commission work, you may take on projects for people in your family, all of these things. Just make sure that you're saying yes to the ones that actually speak to you and you're not overcommitting. And if you really need it, definitely seek support. Connect with other creatives. A lot of times artists kind of are like recluses, and they don't seek support. It's so important to have friends who are artists. Get out into your local art scene. Talk to other people who totally understand where you're coming from. All right, final thoughts. Creativity is a lifelong journey. It's not a race. You're not racing with anyone. The only person you're competing with is who you were last week, last month, last year. Are you personally improving? Are you taking strides forward, even if they're small baby steps each week? It's not a race. Be gentle with yourself in each season. Trust the natural rhythm of your creative process. Respect your own creative seasons, and don't get into the trap of just falling into the burnout pit every so often. And this is all to retain the passion for art, for the love of what we're doing, for just the enjoyment of creating art. All right, I hope that was helpful. I will see you in the next video.